I'm Will. I am the founder of Adept Icarus and one of the key creators of Arium. And here today we're going to play Arium. We're going to play a Weird West Wurms world. 4 Ws. This is the second time I've said this. I feel so cool. Anyway, and so we're going to go through and our everybody in our cast here has participated as we created this amazing Arium that's full of all kinds of fantastic locations and societies, and it's Western, but it isn't. It's there's an old technology society that collapsed long ago, and they're starting to find bits of that technology, and there's rumors of dragons that maybe that society was destroyed by dragons, but we don't necessarily it's in the zeitgeist, right? But it's not like nobody sees dragons, so they're around though. I bet maybe we'll see. Anyway, and so they created some really awesome people and goodies and all kinds of stuff, and then on our second episode, we got together and they claimed some of those people and goodies to be their own and went through and created RPG characters. So now we're going to kick off this story and see what happens. So what I'd like to do is go through and have everyone just introduce their characters and tell us a little bit about them. Just, what's interesting, because it was pretty cool. I think all these characters are really exciting, and what they came together with is pretty neat. Maybe tell us about just one of your boons or banes to go along with your character. And let's start with Adam.
Yes. So I am playing Dr. Albrecht Strauss. He is the chapter master of the Techromancer 4th Division. He is a pensive, intellectually curious sort, often lost in his own thoughts, and can sometimes come across rather stern, though unintentionally. And he is knowledgeable of the ancients, which is a rare thing in this world. So, yeah, just an overall techromancer. So this will be fun to play out.
Awesome. Let's go to Katie.
I am playing Hickory Howard. He is a traveling entertainer and storyteller of about average height, but he has the most dashing jaw and smile that you have ever seen. He goes around with his black cowboy hat, which is the only one of its kind and only fits his head. And you'll notice it wherever he goes because he loves to talk about it so much.
Awesome. Let's go to Emily.
Uh, I am playing Susie Callahan. Susie Callahan is kind of young. She doesn't really know a whole lot about the world yet, which kind of explains her boon, or her bane, my bad. Listening only goes so far. She kind of tends to break under pressure. She doesn't really know how to do stuff. But man, she wants to get out there and experience the world and have an adventure or two. She works right now for Dusters and Dragons, and they've given her a starter adventure kit, TM. So we're going to find out what's inside that.
Awesome. And Drew, you're on cleanup. And you're muted.
You're muted.
Yes, I am. Rookie mistake right there. Oh my gosh. Playing a gentleman named Phylactery, who's the inventor of Dragonfire weapons. He is flame scarred with ice blue eyes, and likes to fix on the good old days when those Go Ram kids weren't running around causing all that ruckus here and there. So you can find me hanging out in my little hideout inside of old Abe's dump, where I probably got what you fixing for.
Excellent. All right. Well, I'm going to kick it off. So thanks everybody for sharing that. And these characters sound amazing. And I'm really excited to see where this goes. So, you're all, there's a few ways that you can meet at the beginning of an adventure, and you're not going to meet in a tavern because, and maybe some of you know each other. You can work that out as we kind of role play through things, I think. But each of you are actually going to receive a letter, and that letter will be a little bit different for each of you. But I'm gonna describe the letter that Susie Callahan receives, okay? And then I'll tell you a little bit about maybe some of the differences you might see in some of the other ones, all right? So this letter, it arrives in an envelope, and it's kind of a bulky envelope. It's weird. It's really strange looking envelope. It's got two little metal things on it that hold it together, and so you bend those back, and then you can open it and see what's inside. And it's a little bit it's a little heavy, and it's a little bulky at one end, like it's bigger at one end than the other. And so when you open it up, what you see on the inside is this piece of paper, and it's a really strange looking piece of paper. And it's got little tiny holes all the way down on the side, on both sides. And it has these lines, these green and white alternating lines across it. And whoever wrote on this, they were really, they must have been just a little bit, they must have just hated themselves just a touch, because it looks like each one of these letters is formed out of a bunch of tiny little dots. Yeah.
What in tarnation?
Yeah. It's quite crazy. You've never seen anything like it. It looks kind of like something you'd get off a telegraph, but not quite. Just ever so different. It's very subtle. And the letter that's written on it is also very short, and it reads, "Your fortune awaits at the crossroads. Do whatever you can to get there at high noon tomorrow. There's more where this came from." And it's signed just H.O. And
where this came from.
Yeah.
Is that a threat?
Yeah. And you can feel there's still something in the envelope.
She dumps it out into her hand.
Yeah, and there's a little nugget of gold, and it's about the size of your pinky fingernail. A round nugget of gold. This is a lot of gold.
Am I alone? I look around. Does anyone else see this?
I don't know.
This is at my home?
Yeah, I assume.
Okay, yeah. I step into the other room so my nosy mother does not notice this is happening. And I this can't be real.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's racking her mind trying to think of somebody that she could show this to, who could tell if this is real gold or not, or if this is fool's gold.
Yeah, it's a good question. I'm gonna come back to you because I want to really quick. Let's talk about what is the difference between what you see and what Dr. Albrecht Strauss sees.
Go for it.
So, the letter that you receive is very similar, but you recognize this as something that clearly came from ancient technology. And you also have a letter with the envelope that's a little bit heavy.
I will open the envelope.
Sure. So you open it up and you pull out this, this is dot matrix printed letter, basically, right?
Nice.
And
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yep. And it tells you that there is a secret cache, and if you come to the crossroads at high noon tomorrow, you'll be directed to this cache. And there's proof within.
I pull out this proof.
Yeah, and it's a disc It's about this big, and it's very shiny. It's very, silvery, and has kind of rainbowish colors on it when you shine it in the light. Yeah. And on both sides it looks like that. It has little tiny words printed around the middle, but you can't read them.
Odd.
Yeah.
I will
It's in
save
some
that.
language you don't understand.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Was there anything else? No. I am going to. So this is, you said noon tomorrow. Is that correct? Or is it noon today?
Yeah, tomorrow. High noon.
Okay. High noon.
At the crossroads.
High noon. I actually, upon this, whatever I was doing, I was probably in the middle of some project. I'll finish up that portion or whatever I'm doing. Probably some kind of research. I'm probably writing a paper or something. That's probably what most techromancers end up doing. They get, it's mostly cataloging, almost like archaeologists a bit. So whatever I was doing, I'll wrap that up or get it to a point where I can pick it up later. And then I'm actually going to start trying to understand whatever this disk is and figure out if it's like a data thing or if it's like some kind of other artifact, something to that effect. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Let's go to Phylactery. So Phylactery, you receive your letter. And it says the same thing, essentially. But it says, you thought you were the first. I found the proof otherwise. Come see the mother lode.
I was the first.
And there's a round in the bottom of the envelope. It looks very old. Yeah, it's a round of ammo.
Is it like a canister that?
Yeah,
a
it's got
dragon
a
flame.
yeah, it's got a little lightning bolt etched into the side of it.
I was the first. It was back in my 20s. However many years ago that was. It was a good time to be alive. Go Ram kids weren't bothering anybody. People were just out having fun. All right. I'll inspect. Just to take a quick look at it. It looks pretty similar to the stuff that we use today, that I invented, of course.
Yeah, similar.
Okay. Does it give me and then basic instructions? Meet at the crossroads.
At high noon tomorrow.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of pondering on this one.
Yeah. All right. And go ram it. I forgot your character's name. I'm looking.
Oh no.
Hickory. Oh my gosh, how could I forget that? Double H.
Double H.
Double H.
Double H.
All right. Double H receives a letter as well. It has nothing in it except for a piece of paper. And the piece of paper simply says, meet at the crossroads tomorrow for the best story you'll ever tell.
Best story I'll ever tell. Well, that seems like I have a lot of best stories. I guess I could add to it. He'll go grab his hat, jam it on his head, make sure it fits like it's supposed to, and then tuck the paper into his dragon skin coat.
All right. So, does anyone have anything they would like to do before they head to the crossroads, if that is their intention for tomorrow? Give everybody a
I have to remember, do I work tomorrow?
I mean, you probably do.
I need to go call in sick. Yeah, I need to get someone to cover my shift. I wonder if Calvin's free. Can I go? I need to go. Where would Calvin be at this time? Man, I bet he's selling something. And I'm pretty sure I know where. And I'm going to go head out to one of the bad dark alleys out of the way where teens like to congregate. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of graffiti of dragons along the walls and yeah, dusty and yeah, she's going to go.
So behind Dusters and Dragons?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you find Calvin there. He's Calvin, interesting looking fellow. He's got a shock of bright red hair, and he's a little just a touch twitchy. So what are you doing here, Susie? What do you want?
Hey, Calvin. I need a big favor from you.
What? Not again. What do you need this time?
Come on, man. Don't be like that. I just need one little favor. I need you to cover my shift tomorrow.
Well, damn, but I got plans, you know? I got business. I got business to do. Can't be.
It'll be a favor. I'll owe you one. Come on.
Owe me one? You already owe me a dozen.
I mean, a dozen seems extreme. But come on. For me.
I don't know. What's in it for me? What do you got?
I mean, I'll continue buying your stuff. You got something on you now?
You can't just say it like that.
Do you see anyone?
Well, no, but
you need to calm down. You need to take a deep breath in and just hold it there for a long time until everything in your head just settles down.
I'm doing, man. Look, yeah, I got some stuff. All right, it's good.
Good?
Yeah.
Nice.
What do you want?
I'll buy some, and you cover my shift tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
You know, when we whisper like this, it's more conspicuous.
I don't think so.
Aren't you supposed to be a professional? This is like what you do every day.
No, there's no way no one can know if we're quiet.
You know, if you keep acting like this, I'm going to tell Rodney that he needs to get a new handler. I just pulled that name out of air. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
You're like, list of NPCs.
Not Rodney. He's a jerk.
Well, he's a jerk who can get stuff done.
Fine. Look, just give. Look.
Yep.
I probably have like multiple customers tomorrow if I weren't working. So, you know.
You need me to take this batch so you don't come up short.
Yeah.
Understand. Here, hand him over.
All right.
I'll open my bag for him to dump it in.
Okay. He reaches inside. He's got like a ratty pullover thing on over the top of his, his like really light shirt or whatever, and he reaches into it and he's, like dumps it into your little bag.
I close up my bag. Now I don't get paid till this week, so
what? Friday. You can't do that to me. What are you talking about? No, you gotta do. I gotta give me something. I gotta take it to Rodney.
If you're loud, people are gonna notice.
Shh, that's why I was whispering before.
Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Friday, you know what? Tell Tell Rodney it's me. He knows I'm good for it.
Ah, damn it. He's gonna be so mad.
He ain't gonna be mad. Tell him Susie Callahan says hi. And give him this. And I pop up on my toes and I give him a kiss on the cheek. It's fine. Thank you for covering tomorrow. It is from 6 a.m. to like 7 p.m., but you're going to do great. And she's already backing up. Bye. Thank you.
Can't believe this. All right. Yeah. So he's just, kind of fuming to himself there as you back away. But yeah, you got what you came for, and he's gonna cover your shift, and you're gonna owe him some scratch. So
Okay.
there you go. All right. Does anyone else have something they would like to do before they head to the crossroads?
Do I have any under my charge? I'm assuming, perhaps being a chapter master.
Oh yeah.
I will check in on my crew, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Man, you would think where we talk about sticky notes so much, I would have some handy. Here we go. All right. Yeah, you have a crew. Of course you have a crew. Why doesn't if anybody in the chat wants to give us a name for a crew, we could wait about 30 seconds for a crew name, or we could do a quick idea storm on names for the crew. And so I know I told Drew that we wouldn't use the Trello board, but I think I would probably use it for that if we wanted to.
Do we need to make a new column or anything, or do we just?
Yeah, I would just make a new column, and
Okay.
we'd storm up some names really quick.
Sweet.
Or we could get some from the. We could get. Oh my gosh.
I did pull up a pile of name generators, so.
Yeah,
Of course you did.
that sounds.
Dude,
That sounds nothing like you, Adam. Nothing like you.
Here's my cell phone dedicated to name generators.
Yeah. Or if you want to come up with them, you can. But I'd love to give the chat a second to catch up with us if they want to. They're just now complaining about how I said a swear word earlier. So I know.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Wait, what? You did?
I did. Well, I said damn.
Oh.
Anyway.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said it twice now.
Yeah, that's true. I did. Yeah, I'm really in trouble now. Yeah.
YouTube just showed me holding up Adam's cell phone dedicated to name generators. That's how far back we are. Just saying.
Okay. Just names for the crew of Dr. Albert Strauss, the Arc Spark of the Techromancers. Is that what he is? Arc Spark?
No. He's a chapter master.
Chapter
the Arc
master.
Spark is
That's
Sir
right.
Cut.
Oh yeah, Sir Cut.
Who's probably some British nobility or something like that.
Yeah,
nobility.
some
That's the
jerk
word I'm
face.
looking for.
It's fine. Yeah. All right. Well, they're caught up with this. We gave them enough time, so let's go ahead and let's just do some real quick. I'm going to add at the very end of our board, if you've got it up, I'm going to add a names for Doc's crew. Good grief. And we'll do a 1-minute quick run through as many interesting names as you'd like. Actually, we'll do 30 seconds. And I'll start a timer. Yeah. So is everyone logged in and ready to go?
Sure.
Okay. 30 seconds then. Go. I guess I should probably share this. I wonder if I...
If you can.
I think I can. I'll see if I can. Oh dear. It's going to take some work. I'll work on it while you guys put in names. You got 15 seconds left. Mm-hmm. 5 seconds. Okay, time's up.
I'm just typing my last one.
Okay, finish.
Typo alert.
Typo alert.
It's probably me.
Although Wade does have the suggestion for Jorhaim McDougal as
Wait.
That
Is this like the name of the crew, or are these the people on the crew?
So he gave us one name for a person on the crew.
one name for a person on the crew. Okay, we'll put that one in.
I'm doing it right now.
Awesome.
Because these seem more like the name of the crew,
Right.
rather than names of people. Maybe I got confused.
Nope, you're on target. Wade was AFK.
Stay on
catching
target.
up.
Let's see if I can get this thing in here while you guys are working on that. Okay, so let's do, how many do we end up with? Are there any duplicates or anything? And
There's
we've got
3
9.
Jorhaim McDougals.
3 Jorhaim McDougals. Great. All right, so everybody vote for your 3 favorite.
3?
Yep.
Oh man,
So many.
I gotta tell you, Trello is like amazing for this.
It's pretty nice. I like it.
And if
I'm
you've
still
got
working
3
on how I
Johanns,
can-
the triplets.
Share it to the screen. I'm getting really close. Technology. Technology.
Ugh, I don't know what to do with my last vote.
There we go. Transitioned. So everybody can see we've got names for Doc's crew, the shards coming in at the top. We have tech writers, the circuitry. That's actually really good. Oh, what did I just do? I did something dumb. Circuitry's
Yeah.
got 3 votes now. Okay. I like the circuitry. What do y'all think?
Yeah, the circuitry sounds good.
I'm down.
Okay,
Mhm.
and then maybe the people who used to be part of the circuitry are now called the shards.
Retirees.
Yeah, you think?
I'm into it.
All
I'm
right,
into
Sure.
it.
cool.
Does that mean that they sharded when they left?
No,
Oh!
Stop
I don't know
that.
where that was going.
all right. I'm gonna
It's
go
so
back and
quick.
show everybody again. Okay. Yeah. So you roll up on the circuitry, as they are colloquially known. I can't even say it. I'm so wow.
We have like a shop set up or something? Like, do we
yeah.
have a...
Oh, absolutely.
okay,
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, you've got a shop. You've got a hammer. Man, you're like on top of the world. What's up, boss?
I have come to check up on your work.
Well, as you can see, I've been looking at this thingy through this little glass, and I can see the smaller parts bigger. It's real
Yes.
cool.
That is the purpose of the magnifying glass. Have you found anything of significance?
Well, define significance. Significance. However you... You use big words, boss.
I was hoping they would send me a more educated group, but this will have to do. Let me see that, and I'll take the magnifying glass and the little
Uh-huh.
device. And
Uh-huh.
do I see anything of note, or does it just seem like we have like millions of these? And
Yeah,
that's-
it's another strange looking trinket. It's like it's green, like it's covered in dust and grime, and they've kind of brushed some of it off, and you can see that it's green, and it's got little like it looks like tiny bits of metal in it, right? And it's flat, and it's probably about this big, right? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're not quite sure how those tiny bits of metal work, But it seems like they ought to be there for a reason. Yeah.
All right, and I'll instruct them. Make sure to use the photograph machine with the enhanced magnifying glass. I want to take records of this.
Sure
Seems like this might be
thing,
of note.
boss. We'll get right on it, Doc. Yeah.
What about the rest of you?
Well, Georgie over here was just he was making coffee, and you know, we're looking at this thing. It's real interesting, don't you think?
Yes, the work we do is fascinating. I will take a cup of whatever you just brewed,
Right.
and then I'll work with them and sort of
Yeah.
oversee what they're doing and just guide them and make
Yeah.
sure they're not doing anything stupid or destroying, anything that's been reclaimed, etc. So
So the coffee is burnt and full of grounds at the bottom. Yeah. But yeah, they're working on some more stuff, and so they find some other pieces, and they're basically like brushing them off and trying to see what they can see by looking at them, and
Right.
and it's a big day when you find two pieces that look like they fit together, and you try and fit them together in some way, right? And
Yeah.
Anyway, so cool.
Good.
Anyone else? Anything for Double H or for
Double
Phylactery?
H will go find a tavern to go talk about his note and how there's a claim of an even bigger story than the ones that he already knows.
Yeah. Okay. I believe there's a tavern around these parts.
Or even he'll walk into the store. He's just looking for someone to talk to.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I mean, you can walk into the store too. There's definitely a tavern. You could walk in. There's a tavern called the Draconian Plains. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll go there.
All right.
I have a question.
Yes.
In this world, is it called a tavern or a saloon?
Definitely a saloon. That's a good
Oh,
point.
okay.
Yep.
Correction.
Thank you. Let's
We'll go to
we will
the
retcon that
saloon.
immediately. The Draconian
Yes.
Plains Saloon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And there's always some ragtime going on in the background.
Yeah, and it's got those swingy wooden doors out in front, right?
Nice.
You walk through those doors, and everybody in the room stops what they're doing, and they turn around and look at you. The music stops, right? It's all very cliched.
The music is
Oh, yeah.
automated. It's on one of those machines, and it stops
Yeah.
when someone walks through the door.
Yes, correct.
It has a motion
It is
sensor built in.
100% automated motion sensor.
That's
Music
good.
stops when you walk in.
Good. He
Yeah.
adjusts his coat. Is that Yep. This about what I expected.
Mhm.
Howdy.
Yeah, there's a bartender behind the bar. Got blonde pigtails and like spectacles down on the nose. Kind of a weird look for a bartender, but a white apron. It's kind of dirty. Says, "What do you have?"
Oh, I'll have whatever you recommend.
Right. Well, that'll be snake juice then.
Great. Give me a big old thing of that.
Mm-hmm. Coming right up. And she goes around, and goes through the door into the back. It's like it's not on the shelf somewhere.
He's starting to maybe regret what he just asked for.
Yeah.
It's not out on the shelf. He'll lean against the bar and look out amongst the people. Is he still being watched by everyone? Or did they kind of all resume?
Yeah. Everything kind of resumed, right? Once he said, "I'll get your drink," right? And then he went to the back, and there's not a ton of people in here. There's a group playing cards over in a corner. And there's somebody juggling like weird magic-y looking stuff, right? It's like part flame, part spark, something, right?
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah,
That
it does
sounds awesome.
sound super dangerous. Yeah. And yeah, and then there's a couple of lone drinkers at a table here or there, and one at the bar.
He's gonna go up to the one who looks the loneliest and most like he doesn't want anybody to talk to him.
Oh yeah, that's the guy sitting at the table in the corner. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's absolutely gonna go over there, pull out the chair loudly, spin it around,
Mm-hmm.
sit down, put his elbows on the back, and just stare at him.
Yeah. So this guy's he's got a speckled 5 days worth of growth on his face, right? And you know, a not a black cat, of course, because we know where those come from.
Yeah, the only one.
But he's wearing a white hat, in fact. White cowboy hat. Yeah. And just kind of laying there like this, and after a minute, doesn't look up at you, but says, "You want something?"
Oh, I just thought you looked like you could use some company, and that hat really caught my eye. Looks like there might be a story to that hat.
It's a hat.
Ah, well, you know, all hats, they've got stories like this here hat on my head, never find anything else like it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. See now I think that you are a man of more words than just humming about
Huh.
agreeing.
That's that's mighty presumptive of you, sir.
Well, you know, I read people pretty well.
I see.
Now, friend, why are you back here by yourself when you've got such a magnificent hat with a great story? It just doesn't seem right, and I think that I'm a big believer. Not I just think I am a big believer that you should always be telling your story. In fact, I've got one coming up. Apparently, that's supposed to be the biggest thing I've ever gonna be able to tell. And that's his, oh my gosh, his coat, lapel.
Well, good for you, I suppose. And at that point, the bartender comes back out from the back and is carrying it's a shot glass, right? It's a taller shot glass, but it's filled with this liquid that is, it can't possibly be steaming because it's definitely cold, but there is like smoke coming off of it or something, right? Yeah, it's different. It's different. Definitely not one of your clear liquors, right?
Right. He'll take it.
Yeah, and it's yeah. I mean, it's dark, right? The liquid is dark.
He'll hold it up. Ain't never seen something like this before. Is it new?
Psych juice. It's special of the house.
Special of the house. It ain't gonna kill me, right?
Well, you ain't got a weak heart, do you?
Nah. Nice and sturdy.
Then you'll be fine.
Great. He knocks it back. No care.
Only way to do it.
Yep.
The man in the white hat looks up for the first time and watches you knock back this drink, and it burns. Like it burns, and it's also extremely cold. But yeah. So, and you kind of you feel it kind of rush through you a little bit as it settles in your stomach and burns there, right? And you feel like you just drank a drink for sure, but you also feel energized.
Man, man, that wow, that feels good. That's different. I enjoyed it. I think. Mm-hmm.
The stranger looks up at you and he kind of tips his hat back a little bit. He says, I wouldn't drink too many of those if I were you.
Why not? I feel good. I feel like I could walk all night to this place that I need to get to.
I'm sure you will.
I'll get here. Look at the bartender. I want another one,
Oh,
please.
you do?
Yeah. If I feel like this, get one more in me. I think I could just walk this whole journey I need to do, sir. I note your advice on not drinking too many, but surely one more would not hurt for the story.
Right. Of course, for the story. And the bartender will go back into the back again. And the man in the white hat will raise an eyebrow at you, and he'll point over to the opposite corner where there is a figure curled up underneath a table. It says, that's that there's the lady that drank, well, she didn't quite get through the third one.
I see. Well, maybe that was the problem. Is she went for 3, and 2 is the good stopping point, wouldn't you reckon?
Yeah. Most people drink 2 feel like drinking 3, though.
Well, we're gonna find out. Have you had the pleasure of having one of these interesting concoctions?
Yeah, I did.
And you live to tell about what happened, sir. Is this how you got your white hat, perchance?
Not really much of a story to this one, I'm afraid. I had one, and then I went home.
Wow. We could work on that. I could help you. We could put something in between there. It doesn't just have to be you had one and you went home. There could have been something that happened between that. I'm sure there was. Your setting, your scene, it's all just waiting there.
Right. I'm not much of a storyteller there. What'd you say your name was?
Call me Double H.
Double H. Right.
And you, friend, what may I call you?
You can just call me Handy.
Handy.
Hmm.
All right. Handy it is. Handy with the white hat.
Mm-hmm.
I can work with this. He'll sit back and wait and probably just chill with that handy person most of the night.
All right. Now they'll eventually bring you another one. Will you drink a third one?
How does the second one make out to be? More energy, but also really wanting that third?
I mean, it wouldn't feel bad, at least as far as you could tell. But yeah, a lot more energy. Maybe a little bit jittery. You know? Yeah.
For the story, in his mind, for the story, he would do it. Because he's got to tell that story of the one. He would be the one to conquer that third one, unlike them others who have not made it through that third, because his hat helped him.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wish you the best should you decide to drink a third. You might not make it to your appointment tomorrow.
I have the utmost faith in myself to do this.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So they will bring you a third one. And at this point, I am going to... I'm going to have you make a stamina roll for me. Before they bring the third one out, in between. So that's your stamina score. And then if you have any boons or banes that would modify that...
Ew, I have an advantage to stamina.
Yeah, okay.
So
that means you succeed on 4s, 5s, and 6s.
Cool. And
You're
if it's
looking for a
2
target of 2. This is an average difficulty.
Okay, so if it's a 2 in there, I roll 2d6, right?
Correct. You got like a 50-50 chance-ish?
I got an 8, so an average 4.
So no, sorry. What are the
Oh, wait.
two
Oh,
rolls?
a 5 and a 3.
A 5 and a 3. Okay, so you got 1 success,
Mm-hmm.
and we were looking for 2. Okay, good to know. All right. So while the bartender goes back and you could swear you ordered another drink, right? You asked for it.
Oh yeah.
But she just goes back behind the counter and starts like wiping the counter down. Yeah.
I could have sworn. I did ask for another one, didn't I?
I believe you did.
Interesting. Gonna stand up.
Oh, that was a bad idea. You stand up and you sit back down immediately.
All right. Not going over to the bar. Maybe I'll let this one go.
Yeah, maybe. That room, it's like you're hanging from the ceiling fan right now.
Oh, good. It's gonna take some deep breaths.
Yeah.
Just grasp the table as a grounding point. Make it through this one.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yeah. Still a good story, though.
Definitely.
All right. Phylactery, anything? Or you want to head to the crossroads?
I'm gonna go back to my old place real quick here
Mm-hmm.
and just start sizing up this sample canister from a supposed previous technology that predates the technology that I invented. I'm gonna just go through and try to fit it into the barrel of different guns that I may have laying around. Just try to examine it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably make some chalk marks on the table for the length of the canister and the diameter.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Just,
you're sizing it up, kind of checking it out, seeing what it... Yeah. Cool.
Just lightly biting it to make sure it's real.
Yeah. Seems real. Why don't you make an awareness roll for me?
Okay.
Target is 2.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, I want to ask this just so I understand. I've got a boon. Just give me a second, which gives me advantage on rolls when I'm MacGyvering canisters.
Uh-huh.
I also have, I got one of them in the barn, which gives me an auto 6 when I'm working on things in my hideout in Old Abe's dump. Should I use one of those?
Yeah, I think they would both apply. They
Oh, really?
stack, yep.
So I got 1 6, so I'll take 1 die here. Put that little doohickey side up there. And my awareness is a 2, so I'm going to roll 2 more dice and have success on 4, 5, or 6. So I have 1 more success. So I have a 5, a 6, and a 1.
You got your 2.
Okay.
One thing I want to point out as we start doing rolls too is remember if you get 50% or greater of your dice that show up with sixes or with ones, then I need to know about it. All right. Okay. Yeah. So you gnaw on it a little bit, and you look it over and check it out, and it looks like totally legit as far as you can tell. It's perfect. In fact, maybe it's a little too perfect. And you get a little pry bar and a little wrench, and you go and you pop the end off of the canister, and sure enough, on the inside, it looks just like one of your canisters, but it's been made up to look like it's old and different. Yeah. Yep.
That's fixing to perplex me. Well, I'm not sure I like the motivations of what's happening here. But I'll be damned if I let one of them go around kids mess around and pull a practical joke on me. I'll go up to them crossroads anyways, and I'm going to teach them a lesson. Back in my day, we didn't do that kind of stuff to people. We left people to their own devices.
Yep. Okay.
I want to appreciate the tinkering with my emotions.
Perfect.
You're going to learn them good?
Learn them good.
Yep.
All right.
Hard to keep in a straight face.
No, it is. Yeah, I can't. I'm terrible
So on
at
that
it.
note, how far are the crossroads from our current location?
From where you are, they're pretty close.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
from where Phylactery is, they're pretty close. From where Double H is, they're pretty close. And from where and from where Susie Callahan is, they're also pretty close.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like if I were to head there tomorrow morning, I'd get there plenty of time.
Oh yeah, you get there in plenty of time for sure. Yeah.
I love the crossroads.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's their magical trait.
Equidistance.
I forgot. Always
it's a geological
equidistant.
oddity.
Crossroads. They're not too far off from here.
Yeah.
You just walk in any direction for long enough. Oh, there's the crossroad.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, that's great.
It's good to be back. Yeah. All right.
That's pretty good. Okay.
So, so the following morning, as you're traveling to the crossroads, each of you're going your own way, right? And, timing allowed, perhaps you may bump into one another, but I'm going to say you probably don't. But you each arrive at the crossroads, some of you who, like to get up early because them darn kids don't understand what it's like to live a real life where you got to get up in the morning, right? And you're going to get there a little earlier, and some of you might get there a little later, particularly as you're sleeping off certain effects. So you roll up on the crossroads, and it's in the middle of a very interesting canyon. It's actually what feels like an intersection of two canyons almost. It's this red rock formations rising on either sides, and the crossroads is literally two roads that come together in the middle of this canyon, or these two canyons. And so when you arrive there, you begin to see each other, right? So Phylactery gets there first, and when Doc and Susie get there, they'll see him and each other, and then
My stars.
Yeah.
Is that phylactery? You're like, wow, you're kind of a hero. Did you call me here?
No, hmm,
How do you even
no.
know who I am?
Oh, sorry, darling. I don't mean to. I don't mean to disappoint you. I appreciate those kind words, but you have me at a disadvantage. Uh, I'm here getting ready to fixing to bust someone's head for playing a joke on me.
Oh,
But
oh,
I am phylactery. Um, can I? Would you do the
Sparks.
honor of giving me your name?
Yeah, of course. I'm Susie Callahan. And it is just a real pleasure. And she's just like trying to shake your hand.
Oh yeah. Oh that.
Oh, wow.
Shake. Uh.
Your tech changed the whole world.
Oh well. Um. Yeah. I mean, some good come out of it. Some bad come out of it too.
Well, I mean, you can't choose how your tech's used. You implement it, and people can make their own choice. I reckon. But
Thank you.
wow, I mean, I don't mean to intrude on your skull cracking. I'll just wait right on over here. But I'd love to hear more about your work sometime. Again,
Oh,
huge fan.
did you say Miss Callahan?
Susie Callahan,
Susie. Okay.
Miss.
Well, it's it's a pleasure to meet you. It was a pleasure to meet you, Miss. Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting here too. Do you have some questions or anything like that?
Oh, just so many. How you so you know how normally when we have the tech, it kind of causes mutations, right? So how do you produce the stuff that goes in the canister, the bullet canister, that doesn't give you mutation? Because I mean, I'm looking at you and I don't see anything strange.
Well, that's mighty kind of you. Most people talk about my flame scalded face as being strange, but I
Oh,
appreciate you not noticing that.
I mean, I'm not saying I didn't notice it, but I just didn't think that was a result of magic.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if magic's necessarily the right word. Maybe I was just tinkering uh in my workshop in the barn,
Mhm.
and I came across something unique. The first time I came across it, this happened.
Oh,
So then I knew that I had to like put on an apron and some leather gloves.
I heard you got that scar from tussling with a young Drake. Is that
Yeah.
no? They're not true.
No, no,
Oh,
that's that one. That one's not true.
well, it was a noble sacrifice to advance humankind.
Well, I appreciate that kindness.
Can we assume that the art? What? I'm so sorry. A doctor is approaching
Yeah,
at this
yeah,
point.
yeah, yeah. Yep. So you see this conversation going on between these two people at the crossroads as you roll up. You gonna avoid him? What are you gonna do?
No, I'll walk over.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me step back. Good luck.
Why are you here?
Don't see how that's any of your
And
business.
who are you?
Und. What is und?
And who
Oh,
are
oh.
you?
You speak funny, friend, but I won't hold that against you. uh, my name's Phylactery.
He knows that. This is phylactery.
I see.
And you're going to get the ass kicking of your life. Just letting you know, sir.
Wait, you send me this? And pulls out a canister, shows
9.
it to the doctor. You send me 9?
No.
So you just another bystander like Miss Susie here?
I am no mere bystander. I am the Honorable Dr. Strauss, Chapter Master of the Techromancer 4th Division. I will ask you
Oh.
again, why are you here?
I think I heard you before. think I
You may
heard of you before.
refer to me as Dr. Strauss or Herr Doctor.
Air Doctor. Okay. Um,
More
well,
like
air,
windbag doctor.
air Doctor.
Ew.
I was told to come here to get answers to questions I have. People making uh, uh, grandiose claims to things that ain't true.
How did you
So-
receive this communication?
Well, I'm not sure I want to go into some of those details with you.
Yeah, he ain't sure.
I received a letter yesterday. Did you also receive a letter yesterday?
Suppose I did.
Wait, was it a letter
Why
that...
are you being difficult?
Wait, is this kind of letter? And she'll pull up a letter. Kind of looks like whoever wrote it hates themselves.
I will take the letter and look at it. Does it seem very similar, if not exactly the same as the letter I received? Or is it different?
That was very similar.
Very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I received something very similar. Und du?
Phylacter, you can take a look at mine if you want.
As like he points to you.
It's really kind of you, Miss Callahan. Yeah, I got. So he like pulls up a wadded piece of paper out of a inside of his vest pocket. I got one of those too.
I grab it and I slowly look at it and I'm just like, how?
Brought that along in case we need to start a fire.
I'll hand it back. I look at it, just kind of get a rough idea, and I'll hand it back.
Start a fire. That's funny.
You will not need such pedestrian mechanics to start a fire.
Well, sometimes, you know, you look pretty young there, Mr. Dr. Air Strauss, Dr. Air Strauss.
Just stick with Strauss.
Strauss? Okay.
Yeah.
Strauss. Back in my day, we didn't just use every little convenience that was manufactured for us. We had to learn how to start fires on our own.
That's how the Dust Girls do it. You never know when you're not going to have what you need.
That's remarkably accurate.
She's so proud of herself right now.
So
I will begin
here.
looking around the crossroads, seeing if I can notice anything.
Don't wander off too far. You're gonna find yourself.
Oh
in a
no,
place
I don't.
you
I don't
expected to
leave.
Go.
I'm like standing in one place and just looking around.
Okay.
I kind of like start disregarding the conversation and just start looking around, seeing if I
Okay,
can observe
cool.
anything.
What did he say his name was? Albert Strauss?
I actually never mentioned my first name.
Oh, my bad. Did he say his name Strauss? Air Strauss?
Yeah, he had about 17 different names as far as I can recollect. Air, Doctor, Strauss, some other stuff.
Wonder why anyone would want him to show up.
Mine. I don't know. He had some names.
Do I notice anything in the surrounding area out of place or different?
No, it seems pretty normal. I mean, you've been here before. Everybody's been to the crossroads at some point before, right? And it, yeah, seems pretty normal. So about this point, then Double H is going to roll up. You see these three sort of interacting, but not necessarily. I mean, two of them are definitely making fun of the other one. Yeah.
What?
He's got his hat down lower over his eyes for that shade.
Yeah.
And he just kind of walking up and he squints. Gets a little bit closer. Huh. Well, I'll be a Drake's never talked about third wing. That is. Are you that famous phylactery guy? Yeah,
Oh,
you.
man.
And
It's
then.
the phylactery.
Yeah, yep. And then you, strong silent type over there. You're familiar too. I think I've heard stories about you. You talk funny, right?
9.
10.
Oh,
Uh,
that was another name of his. Nine.
oh.
Doc,
No.
Dr. Nine.
I'm confused now. And I'm
English is
sorry.
not my first language.
Oh, right, because the talking funny, I've heard things you like to, the tech, tech lovers, tech
Yeah, I am a
servants,
techromancer,
tech romancer.
chapter master.
Oh,
That's where I've heard of you.
Oh.
that's that. And I'm sorry, Miss. I have no idea who you are.
I know who you are, Double H.
Oh, well, my reputation must precede me.
You're kind of loud. Can't help it, right? I'm just
I-
kidding. I'm just
I-
messing.
I can't help it. I'm very happy about it, and I've got to say this letter was right. If it's got you two here at least, I reckon this is gonna be a great story.
Okay.
Story.
So
Well,
the same
yeah.
person probably called us all here, I'm reckoning. Oh, I'm
Oh.
Susie Callahan, by the way.
Oh, hello, Miss Callahan. It is nice to meet you, Double H. You already know that. So you're saying that someone summoned y'all here, and this is not just some happy, fortunate stance by me that someone knew y'all were going to be here so I could craft up something wonderful?
At that moment, I snap back into the conversation, and I'll ask, did all of you receive something in your envelope?
Oh yeah, I did. It was spectacular. It was this bag, you see, and it had a lot of dirt in it, and it was weird colored dirt too, you know. And I thought to myself, that doesn't look like it comes from the crossroads. So that's what I received along with my letter saying that there would be a great story here. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. Can I see the bag of dirt?
You know, funny thing about that dirt is I was walking here, there were a drake in the sky that I saw, and so I had to start running, and I had to throw something to distract it because little known fact about drakes is they like weird colored dirt. Yet, little known fact, I see your bewildered faces right now, so I had to throw that dirt. It took off running, so I came this way, and that's how I got here now. Because the crossroads, never far from somewhere.
This is why I do not wish for locals to be assigned to my cruise.
Whoa. I think that maybe you should take a breath. Or
Yeah.
9 breaths.
Mine apologies.
That's very fine, friend.
Your air doctor. Breathing should be natural.
It's not air as in air, it's air. Never,
It's a different
never
word.
mind. What did you receive in your envelope?
I got this cartridge that's supposed to be a cartridge. It ain't really a cartridge. It is.
Fascinating.
Dr. Strauss looks at you quizzically.
That's amazing.
That sentence did not make much sense.
You don't make much sense.
I think it's just maybe lost in translation.
He obviously
I got-
received something that wasn't what it appeared.
Thank you,
And
Miss
you know
Callahan.
this how?
Because the words that came out of his mouth.
No, sorry, not you. Him.
Because I reckon that when I get something that tells me that it was the thing that was around before I invented the thing, I want to inspect it a little bit.
What is your area of expertise?
What, you haven't heard of me? Everyone else here has. I don't mean to say that as a braggadocious sort of thing. I'm a humble man, but I'm phylactery.
I will be honest. I do not know much about the locals. I merely come here, and I work, and I retrieve artifacts, and I catalog them.
The locals, huh?
Yeah.
I just, yeah. I mean, my area expertise is dragon flame fueled firearms. If we want to be very precise, inventor of said technology.
Very impressive.
Yeah, I know. I don't fit the bill of a doctor or one of them engineers, but when I get to tinkering, things just fall into place.
Hey, you do fit the role of a tinkerer on account of your face.
Yeah, this is the stamp I bear for the discovery I made.
Hey, it's a badge of honor, a badge for a story.
That's what I was saying.
Hey, see, appreciates a good story. I like that.
At this point, a little wooden. I don't know how to describe it. It's got little wooden wheels, and it's about maybe a foot tall or a little less than a foot tall. And it's got like a little chimney coming out of the back of it, and there's steam coming out of it, and it just rolls right through the crossroads, coming from one side to the other, passes you all by. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the crossroads for you.
Yeah.
Do I know the person?
It's not a person. It's just a little gadget.
Mechanical thing.
Mm-hmm. Little mechanical
Do
thing.
we think we should? Okay, I'm gonna go after it.
Do I recognize it at all?
Uh,
As any kind of contraption?
You don't. But as you're focused on it, someone behind you laughs. Well, there that went. Oh, hi. You came. You all came. Thank all the stars in the heavens to Betsy above. I'm so happy.
Sir. Dust, you gave me a fright. Whew.
Yeah, well, you want to keep your head on them shoulders. I probably wouldn't sneak up on me again.
Oh, I wasn't sneaking, sir. I wasn't sneaking at all. No. And this is a young man, like a peach fuzz kind of young man, but very tall. Probably 6 feet tall, 6'2", something like that. Skinny, dark hair.
Do I recognize him?
Oh. I don't know.
I've got my boon. I know a guy from working at the Dusters and Dragons.
The odds are you might. Let's have you go ahead and make a social roll.
Perfect. Okay, so I have my +2 D to bonus social.
Mm-hmm.
And I rolled 1 success.
1 success.
Yep.
He looks familiar.
Okay.
Yeah.
I recognize you, mister.
Yeah. Well, I imagine we've all met at one point or another. You might not remember me. I'm Hartley O'Hare. No?
Does that
Hartley
ring
O'Hare.
a bell to
You
any
don't-
of us? Yeah.
You don't know me?
Right. Hartley. Just took me a second to click that. How are you, and why are you sending mysterious letters?
Oh, well, you're right about that. I did send those letters. I figured, best way to get you here would be to send you a letter. And then you'd come. And you did. You all came. I'm so happy.
Got to be less happy in just a moment here.
Wait, why?
It's over to Phylactery.
Oh, you don't look so happy, sir. I meant no harm. I just really wanted to talk to you all. I think you folks have the right skill set. You can help me. You see, do you want to hear the story? I'll tell it.
Come on, tell. We're waiting here.
Right.
My patience is wearing thin.
No, you. Hey, you
You-
do not put a storyteller under pressure. He wants to tell it. Let him tell his story.
Yeah.
You keep those lips flapping, or mine are gonna start. And you ain't gonna like what happens when mine starts flapping.
Oh, see, he's trying to be intimidating. Don't even worry about him. Tell your story, friend.
Well, yeah. I wanted to let you all. Have you ever heard of Tiverton?
Tiverton, yeah, sounds
Yeah.
a familiar place.
Yeah.
Not that far from here, right?
Why are you bringing up Tiverton now?
Well, it's at the foot of the Dragon Spine Mountains. You know, and it's not far from here. Oh my gosh. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I get it because of the crossroads.
So sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Well, Tiverton is cursed.
Curse.
And,
Yeah.
Listen here, son. Tiverton ain't cursed. I've been around there a couple of times. I ain't never seen anything. That's just one of those things that you young whippersnappers keep talking about. It's one of them urban legends.
No, it ain't. Tiverton is cursed. It's cursed, but I believe that curse can be lifted if somebody goes and figures out what's causing it.
Well, what's the curse doing to folks?
Wow, it's making their hair wavy. Look at my hair. His hair's, like very disheveled.
Okay.
and well, people there, they don't seem like they ain't right. You know what I mean? They're like they just
Like they lie to folks to get their attention.
maybe they might do that. They might be forced. You never know. But they ain't right. They don't look well, and they're they won't talk to people. I don't know. I just thought you should check it out.
Look, son. Your hair's wavy. Ain't nothing that a little tub of pomade can't fix for you. I'm a fancy finster man myself.
Well, yeah, I saw Finster on the way here. In fact, yeah, but he didn't
So
have
just
any.
get yourself
He
some-
didn't have any pomade.
Oh man, he pushes that stuff on everything. He tells you it's good on toast, it's good for your hair, grease up your gun. He'll tell you it'll work on everything. He's out.
Yeah. No. So I wasn't lying. I wasn't lying in my letters. Like, so if you go to Tiverton, I promise you, you'll find something. You'll find there is gold there. I've seen it. These things I picked up, well, except for your round of your canister of ammunition, I do apologize. But the gold
we're
and
fixing to
that
have a conversation about that.
and that chipware, I found them on the road out of Tiverton, just laying there in the middle of the road. Like, I don't know where it came from. Why would it be there? Why would someone leave it behind? And it's that old wagon road that goes up into the mountains.
I have a question.
And I asked people in Tiverton about it, and none of them would say nothing. Yeah. What? What's your question?
Did you intend to call me here, or were you asking for my mama? The other Callahan. Because I don't know why you would call me to help solve a curse.
Look at me. I
am.
got aspirations. I got ambitions.
All right. Yeah.
Well, I'm a young person. Look what happens when you get old. You don't want to do nothing. So that's why I asked you.
She turns to everyone else. That makes sense to me.
I mean,
You fancying her somehow? Just, I know she's young.
He doesn't have a shine for me.
It's just a question for the story purposes. I want to make sure that I have the facts on this story. And I
you
need
might
to know.
you're always interested in them details, ain't you, Double H?
I
really
thrive
want to
on
have somebody
details.
here that's opposed to Double H right now that could just make the comment like, "Yeah, right," you know.
I am affixed on all the details all of the time, and I am just a beacon of accuracy. You'll find.
I believe that about you. That's
See,
why I
you've
thought it
always
would be
known.
important to have someone like yourself here that could document what happens
thank you.
and tell the world. Because
Well,
Tiverton is trouble.
That'll be the title. Tiverton is trouble. I see it now.
I'm gonna put the amount of Tiverton is trouble in one hand, and I'm gonna put the shell you gave me in the other, and we'll see which one of them is actually false.
Whoa, 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 whoa. No, ain't no need for violence. I mean, not against me. Hey, I'm just an interested party.
Interested in what? Being pretty unclear about your motivations and aspirations, young man.
Look, whatever's going on there, you know, I got my reasons, all right? But I just want to make sure that whatever's happening in Tiverton comes to light.
Well, Mr. Phylactery, maybe we could just go. We're already halfway there. We might as well go, see what's going on, and then kick his ass afterwards if you still feel like it.
Or
It would be an adventure, and you could do more good for the world, and you would have a great story to tell. And Dr. Straws, I'm sure there is appeal for you. Maybe there's tech causing the curse. Come on, let's have an adventure.
Well, this is intriguing.
Dr.
shoot.
Strauss, you definitely asked a lot about why I'm here, but I'm a little curious as to what got you to come here.
How about as a point of trust, we go ahead and ask our O'Hare how he was able to draw the straw here.
No, I think that's
See,
about a fine idea.
That's the right idea right there. You get it.
I was merely going to say that it is my duty and my natural inclination to pursue potential avenues of new knowledge and information. I received this disc from this gentleman, and I wish to pursue it to see what else I can find.
Right.
I'm just curious on the authenticity of said disc.
My
As
stream
am
froze
I.
on both sides.
Yep, mine did as well.
Oh no.
What's going on?
The stream froze.
Oh.
Yeah, it's frozen. Oh, and it went gray.
Yeah, it keeps going gray and reloading.
Uh-oh. Well.
Did you have it set for a certain time, like 7:30?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
It says it's still on from my end, so I think what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and put on the be right back just in case it happens to come back on, and
Okay.
I'll end it. No, I can't end it. That'll be bad.
We need resolution to this conversation.
Yeah, we do. Let's see. Let me check.
My accent is all over the place.
That's great,
yeah, me
man.
too.
It's
I'm trying.
It's awesome though.
I mean,
I think you guys are doing great.
I just happened to find a pocket. I don't know where this accent.
if sound is something you were
Okay,
going for.
sound is the thing we're going for, if you didn't know. So we had a little bit of technical difficulties twice, and we're back, and we're going for it, and yeah. So anyway, we're on our way to Tiverton, or we're thinking about it. Carry on.
Let's go on an adventure.
Let us do that. Let us go to the town not too far from here.
That's the spirit.
Tiverton.
Hush up, O'Hare.
Hey,
The adventurers are talking.
Look,
The
Dr.
Ozyvans
Strauss,
with the look. Do not challenge.
Doctor. I just
Are you-
want you. I'm trying to be. I'm trying to shoot straight with you here. I got this canister, and it's about as real as a $3 bill. Okay. This is artificial. This is what we call shenanigans, right? And I'm too old for shenanigans. So
I told you, Phylactery. I'm sorry. I didn't know how to get you to come, but I knew you needed to come because you're the right one. Like, there's nobody else who'd be able to solve this without knowing a thing or two about.
About what? You don't even know we're talking about. You don't even know what's happening in Tiverton.
He does know something. Look at his face. He knows something he ain't saying.
Exactly, and that's why I can't trust him as far as I can throw a $3 bill.
Well, I mean, how hard are you throwing the $3 bill? Because the wind could get it pretty
Listen,
far.
I'm
You
trying
can,
every
you can
way.
at this point, if you think he's hiding something, you want to try and get it out of him. You can do your best, right? You're role playing it for sure, and I'm for that. But I think there's a role involved if you really feel like he's hiding something, right?
Oh yeah.
'Kay.
What is that? Awareness?
Yep, I got no.
No, it would be presence
Um,
or social. Presence would be to convince him, right? Social would be to see if you think he actually is hiding something.
Okay, so I would like to use social
Okay.
to, and I'll role play this too, and you'll understand where I'm going because I do have the handshake of a farmer, which is my vice-like immense grip strength of my shake, which will yield me a
So you're
automatic
gonna
6.
lean in and take his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know what?
Ow!
My daddy.
Ow!
Oh, I don't even have to roll?
No, go ahead. Just
Oh.
He just thinks it hurts.
yeah.
Oh, gotcha. My daddy always told me that I should always give someone the benefit of the doubt. So, Mr. Hartley, is it? I apologize. I'll go in and shake his hand. Then I'm gonna give him a vice-like grip.
Ow! There, I got it right now. Third time's a
Alright, so
charm.
I have 2 successes, and I'll stare him dead in his eye, and I'll say, "You better be shooting straight with me, or I'm going to regret giving you this benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to take it back in spades." Obviously, this would be like some sort of intimidation.
Yeah. What'd you get on your roll? How many?
I got 2
successes?
successes.
2? Okay.
Actually, I had 2 6s.
2 6s. Yeah.
And a
How many?
3.
How many dice did you roll?
3. So I had a 3 and 2 6s.
A 3 and 2 6s. All right. Well, so this is good. So there's a couple things, right? I'll tell you kind of what he has to share, in addition, because there is something. But you're also going to get what's called control in Arium, right? And so you can elaborate a little bit, right, if you'd like to, on what you think comes out of this, and give us some facts about it. But in addition, if you go back to our Trello board under your name, if you would add a new card, and if you were playing in person, we would add a sticky note, right? We'd give Drew a sticky note, and we would say he got control when intimidating Hartley O'Hare, right? And so he's going to add that to his card in Trello, and then he'll get to create something, a concept, right? He can either create a culture or organization. He can create a location. He can create a person. He can create a goodie, or he can create a twist, which is a new concept that we didn't do during the creation phase. So all those things, right? And he can do that before we, basically by the time we get to, and this is, let me stop, slow down. This is a optional part of the game that ties into the third book in the Arium series, which is called Evolve. So we've been playing through Discover, and that ties into Evolve. It's an optional part of Discover. So, yeah.
Right.
Anyway, all right.
And can I just clarify? So I can use that whenever.
Yeah, you can write on that whenever you like. Just you want to do it before we have basically like a downtime session. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So you do, and he's man, look, I'm telling you everything except about the mine. You know, there's that mine in Tiverton, and all them people working in there, they got them dull looks in their eyes, like they don't care about life no more, and they never bring nothing good out of there, which that doesn't make no sense. Why are you mining a mine if there ain't nothing good in there? So I'm just worried because my brother works there, and he's just like this zombie now and doesn't want to ever do nothing with me, and
Are you sure
I just
that
want
ain't because
to
you're
I just
not
want to help
alien?
him.
I am. I'm tired of these lies. I'm tired of this lollygagging. I have been trying to hide this accent because I thought it would help me integrate, but clearly it's not working. So I say we go now and check out Tiverton because there is something of interest. What do you say?
I'll say that this is an interesting twist in my story. Are you sure you are not of, how did they put it, two minds?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I sure don't know either. Do you mind?
I have been
Never mind.
looking at artifacts for literal decades now. I think my mind may have broke at some point. I don't know.
Oh.
Listen,
we need to
Dr.
go.
Strauss.
We need to find out about this mystery as soon as we can.
Sure.
I think it is of utmost importance that we leave immediately.
So Dr. Strauss is now an Austrian bodybuilder, is that right? Yeah.
He's just Austrian and very large. Okay. Well, he was already like kind of a large frame, but he hides it under his robes.
Yeah.
We thought he was
What the
stout,
hell?
but actually he's cut.
Yeah.
What the hell kind of frog you got in your throat now, boy?
Do not ask these questions. I cannot give you answers to. It's how I talk, okay?
Yeah, you
I
talk
tried
very
really hard to
loud.
do the other thing, and it didn't work.
You were a real strange one there, Doc. I'll give you that.
Yeah, you don't think?
Well,
The
can you-
Technomancer, of course I'm weird.
How is this change in voice not the weirdest thing that's happening right now? That's
Maybe,
where I'm confused.
maybe. Now,
I'm trying to push things along. We've been standing here for literally, like, I don't know, an hour? I can't even tell
10
time.
minutes.
Maybe 15.
Hartley, what do you mean they're not bringing out anything useful?
Well, they go in every day and they mine and they mine and they mine, and all they bring out is dirt and rock.
Those are useful. They're resources.
But like, that's not what they're supposed to be bringing out of the mine. Is what I'm.
Well,
gathering.
so I was on that road, headed out of town, and that's where I found that gold nugget and that disc.
So you're thinking maybe they're bringing out dirt and they're hiding the goodies on the inside? And it fell out on the road?
I don't know.
I'm so confused, but I am so excited for answers. I agree with Weirdo here. We should just get.
Great, that's now my nickname. Fantastic.
Well, let's just say that I understand why you were suppressing some of your quirky tendencies.
This is how I came here, and this was not taken well.
I'm
you
I'm
come on.
perplexed.
Yeah, just come on a little strong.
I'm sorry. I can try to hold it back.
Just
Can
the
I
volume.
just say-
I try to come off very, thoughtful and
A doctor?
intelligent. Yes, mild mannered, if you will.
Can I-
But I'm very passionate about my work.
Can I just say that it's weird that you chose a German accent to be toned down?
It was the closest thing to my native tongue. Because I speak German, they speak German. We just have different accents. It's Austrian German, but still.
All
My
right.
name is actually Strauss. That's not a lie.
Susie just doesn't even know.
Okay.
So what do you say, Phylactery? You in for this? It seems like the rest of these folks are willing to go, but I'd be a little concerned, right? There's people in these mines, and something's wrong with them, and without somebody coming along who's, well, somebody who knows their stuff, I worry.
Phylactery, I'd feel a whole lot more safe if you came along with.
Oh. Well. Suppose I can't let some innocent folk just go wandering into potential harm's way. That wouldn't sit right on my conscience. So I guess I'll go to make sure that things are good.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
That was
I
quite
think you probably
eloquent.
could.
All right. And with that, we're about out of time for the night. I think that's a good place for us to actually wrap. So we're planned to end at 8. We're about 6 minutes away from that, so we will stop there. I've been Will, the GM, and this is our amazing cast. Emily, Drew, Adam, and Katie. Fantastic. Loved it. I had a lot of fun tonight. If you've been watching and you made it this far, if you're on YouTube, be sure and click that subscribe button. Oh, yeah, buddy. I said it. You can like this video. Yeah, you can like this video on Facebook too. And you can do all kinds of things. If you check the description, then we're going to have, we probably already have, but we may have to add it to Facebook. I'm not sure how that works. But on YouTube, it'll already be there. There's links to the Adept Icarus website. There's Twitter handles for everybody who's here. So if you want to follow this group on Twitter, this amazing cast, right, you can do that. And we'll be back next week, and we'll go see what's going on in Tiverton.
Sweet.
Don't you worry, Double H has already got the story brewing.
Yes. Yeah,
Before
Before
it's
it
I'm
even
really
happened.
excited.
How is that possible?
Hey,
Yeah.
it's all accurate.
I think it's
Just
going to be a lot of
proactive
fun.
storyteller.
Find
I
out.
think that's just called a writer.
No.
Thanks, Will. It was
Yeah.
a blast.
Yeah,
Thanks,
so.
everybody.
Yep.
Have a great one. I'm going to take us offline.